Democracy na kware. Obiara Nigeria, adara ya kwa isiabu. Tribalism bonye burudu mayakanya. Soja kwa isiabu. Ọchịchị amaka ekwu na-eme ihe dị mma. Egbu onye kwuru uche ya. Mmadụ kwuo ihe ọhụrụ ejiri ya mee. Example, etrite ya ka ekpenta. Eri mgbe ha tụgburu gị iwe akwụkwọ owewa. Ewu ndị pa egbe na-atụ m. Mmadụ kwuo ihe ọdụ ejide ya ka ọ isi abụbụ. Democracy wee n'ebe. Sure you know power corrupt. Absolute power corrupt. Absolutely. Mmadụ kwuo ihe ọhụrụ. Agba isiabụ. Dictatorship anaga. Democracy bụ ike dịrị onye ọbụla. Democracy bụ uche ọha bụ ihe ga-eme. Ọ bụghị ihe dị irọ ofu onye akpara ya ree. Ọ bụghị ofu onye mee uche ya. Ọchịchị Nigeria yiri nga agwọloro ibe ya. Agwọloro ibe ya. Ọ na-enwe ọdụ abụọ. Ọkụkọ bere na ngige. Ngige na-egwu and nwa ọkụkọ nọ na-egwu. Agada gbachi ụzọ gị na onye nwere okwu. Agada gbachi ụzọ ị chọrọ ime onwe ka chi. O ji nwata n'ala ji onwe. Agaghị emeri onye Jehova nọnyere. Agala agbanwe uwe lọghachi n'oche ọchịchị. Ndị agbanwere uwe agbanwe omume ha lọghachila. Ndị agbanwere uwe agbanwe omume. Ka agba ha si na ọ bụ naanị gbanwe. Ka agba ha si na ọ bụ naanị gbanwe ọgọdọ. Democracy yiri ọchịchị amị abụghị ndị ọma ya. All dialogue bụ democracy, ọ bụ dictatorship. Man will bury himself alone. Only Chakwari where his one hand must appear above ground level. Democrats abuna neighbor wagado. Awaloribea, ewo nanambara. Awaloribea, onwere ọdabụ. Ọkụkọ bere na ngige. Ngige na-egwu anụ ọkụkọ nọ na-egwu ibe mmelụ. Ma agaghị emeri onye Jehova dị erozi. Ike agwụla onye Chineke nyere amara. Democracy bụ ike dịrị onye ọbụla. Democracy bụ uche ọha bụ ihe ga-eme. Ọ bụghị ihe dịrị ofu onye akpara ya ree. Ọ bụghị ofu onye mee uche ya. Democracy n'ebe. Ọ bịara Nigeria, adara ya kụọ isi ọbụbụ. Tribalism bụ onye buru ụzọ. Soja kụọ isi ọbụbụ.
You are once again welcome to Nnennaya Biafra TV, Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. I am your servant, Evangelist Nnennaya Anya. I greet you on my personal behalf. I greet you most especially on the behalf of the Lord, the owner, the Creator, the Redeemer, and the Savior, the Messiah of the whole universe, Jesus the Christ. And I say to you, special good evening from my base. The time from here is 3:32 p.m., 28 minutes to 4 p.m. Today being Thursday, the 14th of this month of July 2022. So as you can see that on the screen, the title is part 12 on this topic, which is identifying and dealing with the thieves in IPOB, which is a related topic to the war of lies against the truth in IPOB, as another title that I have, which I have had many parts of it. So it is all about the strict investigation via this channel, Nnennaya Biafra TV, Treasury of Excellent Knowledge, for record keeping, also for pointing out the matters that trouble the Biafra struggle regarding this topic, to point out the matters that disturb and interrupt the Biafra struggle, and those responsible to perpetrating those matters, the distractions, the real distractors of IPOB. It doesn't exempt anybody. It doesn't discriminate. There is no sentiment. There is no nepotism. There is no hypocrisy, and there is no favoritism in this platform, Nnennaya Biafra TV, Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. That is where we speak the truth the way it is, and it is the Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. From this from this Treasury, analysis is bringing to an excellent comprehension to everyone who may hear some point or observe some point going on before him or before her, but cannot actually understand it. That is where we come to explain everything to ease of comprehension, and for people to be comprehending everything in detail, pointing out even when those who appear to be real, wherever they lie, we point it out. Wherever they say the truth, we point it out, and telling the people the motives behind every word they say, so that our people will not continue to be misled. All the students of this platform are wiser. Everybody who is a student of this platform is a person in excellent performance, as many people know. And many people run away from this particular platform, not because the platform is not strong or not doing well, but because they are not able to withstand the quality of truth that is being dished out from this very platform. However, we will not allow our Biafra struggle, what belongs to us, to be destroyed by some individuals who are self-centered individuals, who are working for the Nigerian politicians, individuals who never mean well for our people, the green snakes in the green grass. We keep on policing them, investigating them, to know their activities, and also to be debunking them by bringing the facts into proper comprehension, unveiling all of their evils, until they will have no place to hide in IPOB and in the Biafra struggle. Their business must be closed up regarding this Biafra struggle, because they are not running the business for the good well-being of our people, rather to the detriment of over 50 million Biafrans. So that is what we cannot allow to watch to continue. And we are not to forget that our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, is still in the Biafra dungeon prison, in the Nigerian dungeon prison, under the custody of the Nigerian DSS. So, considering all these facts, we must continue to talk. So, as I said earlier, I am going to begin straight away to play and narrate from a video made by Biafra Child, a video made by Biafra Child with Dr. Donald, Biafra Child with Dr. Donald Azubike in America, because there are very vital and helpful informations in this video. In this video, I have just pledged to our people that I will come up again today. I never remembered what today is. I thought today was Wednesday, but I come to realize it is Thursday. However, I will try to do something, and it is a 2 hours, 32 minutes video. If I will try to play it up to 1 hour, then I will narrate. As I said, I will part it into two. Then tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow, if time permits, or Saturday, depending. But definitely, the next time I will play it, whether it should be Monday or so, I will place the rest of the part. So without further delay, I will begin to play the video immediately, and I will begin to narrate for us to get more informations, to go and digest those informations, and to know how to deal with who is who, most especially dealing with the thieves in IPOB, those who have come to steal, to kill, and to destroy, whom we must not allow to progress with their iniquitous mission in IPOB.
Okay, you are live here. I can see it. So let me go and do the other work myself.
So, can I begin to talk or what?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Everything is okay. You are on stream now. You are live.
All right, great people, my freedom fighters, the lovers of freedom. We are back again today. I promised you people yesterday that today we are going to be coming up, and I want you people to know who I have here today. You are seeing direct on your screen. He's going to introduce himself, and I want you people to understand that what we are doing is something that we must do. We are connecting the dots. What we are doing today is to connect the dots so that you people will begin to understand. And I want you all to understand that the person that I have today on my screen, or what you are seeing direct right now on your screen, is the person that replaced Owuefi Okraf, or Charles Owuefi Okraf. So a man that knows more better, a man that we are going to be asking a question, a man that we are also going to paste our number. After we're done with him, you people can also call and ask him a question, what you want to know, things that you don't know. But I'm going to allow you people at least 1 minute or 2 minutes to contribute, and also at the same time to ask your question. We are also going to paste our link so that you can be able to join us on this today's broadcast. We are connecting the dots. What we are doing here today, we are setting the record straight. But I would like to introduce myself to our audience before we move forward today. My name's Mazi Okenna Okechukwu, known as the Biafran Child Nwachineke, the General. I welcome you all, great people of Biafra, the freedom fighters, the lovers of freedom all over the world. As you are joining us, make sure you do the needful. And I, at the same time, I salute our leader, Nnennaya Anya, who is today in DSS dungeon, fighting for me and you. Nnennaya Anya have told us on his last court case, he told us he knows the reason why he's there. So we that we are free people today, we must make sure that we support him, because he's there because of your own good and my own good. If Nnennaya Anya wanted to compromise, he could have during the time he was in Kuje prison. That is why you see all my royalty goes to him. And he's a man that I so much love. He is my mentor. He is my leader. He is supreme. He is the mirror of we, the indigenous people of Biafra, we are using to see today. Without Nnennaya Anya, believe you me, we are doomed today. They could have already run over our land, take over our land, and we also have to understand that the problem we have today is Fulani. They are Fulani. They are the people that are holding our leader with help of our traditional rulers and the governor we have in Biafra land. But I will allow our guest today to introduce himself. He can also tell us his position before we move straight to today's business. Because what we are doing today is business, and it's very, very critical one at that matter. So, Mazi, you can take the mic and introduce yourself and tell us your position. Remember, we are connecting the dots. Thank you, man. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon from here, fellow Biafrans. My name is Dr. Donald Azubike. First of all, I want to make this clear. I pledge my allegiance and support to the DOS under the leadership of HOD Mazi Chike Doziem. I give my unflinching support for this set of people, or this caliber of leaders that we have today. I am currently the coordinator for Washington, D.C. Ndewo.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you very much. Okay, yes, have you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, thank you very much for this wonderful.
Tus pies tienen 8000 nervios. Tus pies también tienen un montón de puntos meridianos que se corresponden.
For this wonderful explanation you did now, and you tell our people who you are. But Mazi, before we continue, because I'm coming here to ask you a question, this is not a conversation between me and you, and I will keep on respecting your position because it's not easy. Mazi, I would like you to tell us your position and why are you member of IPOB? Are you under oath? Are you working with Mazi Nnennaya Anya, or are you working against this leadership? Of course, Mazi, I'm sorry to call you this because Mazi Nnennaya Anya have taken my day. So I want you to tell us your position and why you are here, today. Okay.
I'm here to set the record straight. I am an oath member of IPOB. I joined IPOB since 2016-17 up to date. I am current in my dues. I'm current in every affair of IPOB. I'm a bona fide member of IPOB. So no argument, although I heard rumors flying out there that I'm not a member of IPOB. And whoever is spreading this rumor, I want to debunk it right now. I am a bona fide member of IPOB. I've been consistent. I've only been on the background for 5 or 6 years. Never said a word. Watch things go wrong. But this is the time to speak. And this is the time to stand. And stand, not only stand upright and fight anything that is on our way of progress. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi. I think you also forget to tell us your position. You forget to tell us your position.
Let me reiterate. I am currently the coordinator of IPOB Washington, D.C.
Thank you very much.
I replace Mazi Charles Ogbuefi Okoro Afo.
Thank you, Mazi. Now we are just moving forward because this time around we are not going to wait for anybody. If as you are joining this broadcast, make sure you do the needful. Things that you don't understand. You are also free to ask the question when we open our line, when we put our link there. Because what we are going to be saying today is something that is very, very important, that every one of us have to understand. Those of us that are already choosing our path on this Biafran restoration project, that either Biafra or nothing. That is why we will keep on, speaking to our people, telling our people how it is. Mazi, I would like us to go to the finance.
Okay.
I don't want you to, tell us the way it is. Because what we're doing here is connecting the dots and at the same time setting the record straight. We don't want to left anything behind. We want to be true. And as you are saying the truth, Also make sure you stand in the path of Chukwu Kikabia. Don't lie against anybody. Don't fabricate lies against anybody or concoct story against anybody. We want you at all time. Stay fast and always on the truth. Now we want to start in finance in USA. How the finance in USA have been managed. And I also at the same time tell us if the finance is independent. Mazi, I want you to take over the floor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for this question. Let me give you a breakdown of what is existing now, what is in existence right now. We have, I think, 4 factions. Now, we have autopiloters, we have the Idu people, we have a cabal comprising of Nnennaya Anya, Kanunta Kanu, Charles Okorafor, alias Ogbuefi, and this lady Chinyere Onwi of California. These people are under an umbrella. I simply tag them cabal. Okay, and then we also have another cabal apart from autopiloters and the Idu people. We also have a cabal in the person of Madam Oyibo and Dr. Nelly. In total, we have 5 factions. Now, we, the people, we at Biafrans are under the umbrella of IPOB and directly under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also being spearheaded by HOD, our beloved Mazi Chike Doziem. Now, coming to finance.
Why are you wasting your time on YouTube when you could be building your own online business?
Now, coming to finance. Onyendu have always had good intentions, comes up with sound policies and agenda. One of the policies is this: liaison office, liaison group, ESN, M branch. You can see, and of course, IPOB. These 4 entities are the brainchild of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But it appears that each time Onyendu creates a portfolio and puts somebody as a custodian, that person begins to do things out of the ordinary. They kind of take it upon themselves to enact or go beyond what Onyendu is asking them to do. I'll give you an example. The liaison office, the liaison group, was instituted by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and handed it over to Lady Chinyere. Lady Chinyere and some other group, and this lady in New York, Bridget. So everybody, they were all there in that group. I was invited to the liaison group to advise them on how to raise money for ESN. I was there for like 1 or 2 weeks until this lady, Chinyere removed me from the group. So, and then the goal of liaison group is to raise money primarily for ESN and for our members that are being incarcerated across the Zoo Nation, and their legal fees and other miscellaneous expenditures. So these 4 cardinal points are the reason why Onyendu instituted the liaison group. So now, since Lady Chinyere has been in charge of this group, they raised some money for some time. When Onyendu was still out there, they raised some money, sizable money, in the tune of, I think, about 160,000. And then they were able to mobilize and inject this money into ESN funding. Then, after Onyendu was kidnapped, now Lady Chinyere now turns the liaison group to be her personal property. They've been raising funds since.
Excuse me, Mazi, before you continue, please.
Yeah. Yes.
Every of your speech, I will be coming in what I don't understand.
Okay.
Are you saying that this Rielson account was changed after the adoption of our leader or before?
Did you say changed?
Or is it adopted or hijacked? What is it about?
It was hijacked. It was hijacked.
It was hijacked. Okay, thank you.
It was
Is it hijacked before our leader or after the adoption?
After the kidnap of our leader. Yes.
Continue.
It was hijacked by this lady, Chinyere Onwuyi. Each time, Lady Chinyere Onwuyi will be boasting and telling me how good they are doing, how they are raising funds, but then they are not releasing the funds for the purpose. They colluded with Nnennaya Anya in Germany and with Kanunta Kanu. That is why you always see Kanunta Kanu and Nnennaya Anya liaising with Chinyere Onwuyi. You can even testify to what I'm saying now by the recent flyer that is going out there pretending to raise money for Onyendu's welfare. You see, lady, each time Onyendu creates an office, he puts somebody there as a custodian. These people go rogue. They go rogue all the time. Lady Chinyere now has hijacked the liaison group and turned it to her own personal property, whereby she exchanged and liaised with Kanunta Kanu, Nnennaya Anya, and Chinyere Uche, this lady, Chinwe Edi Nwachukwu. These people have hijacked the liaison branch or group. But let me, Biafrans, I want people to put their camera, point your camera to my face today. Let me debunk one big lie today. Biafrans all over the world, listen to me carefully, please. Kanunta Kanu is not the blood brother of Onyendu, Martin Nnamdi Kanu. I repeat.
Mazi, what did you say? What did you say? Mazi, I never heard this one. This one
is to hear me loud and clear. Put the cameras in my face.
Can you prove it? Can you prove it? Can you prove it?
My proof is for him to go and do a blood test. I know this is a fact. It is a fact that Kanunta Kanu is not the biological brother of Onyendu. Kanunta Kanu is a cousin to Onyendu. Fine boy, Emmanuel Fine boy, Kanu is the biological brother of Onyendu. So Kanunta Kanu has been lying to Biafrans for years that he is the brother of Onyendu. And that is why they are according him all this respect and response. So I want Biafrans to know this today, that Kanunta Kanu is not the biological brother of Martin Nnamdi Kanu. He is a cousin. Okay, so he's been lying to Biafrans forever. He has now colluded with this lady Chinyere in California, and they've been organizing fundraising across the board, collecting monies, and don't release a penny to ESN. Remember, Onyendu said, ESN is all that we have. ESN is all that we have. But these people have taken it upon themselves, just like Madam Weibo. They are starving ESN. They are starving the funding of ESN. All the monies they have collected so far, what have they given to ESN? Where is the money? Why is Nnennaya in charge of the money? And between Nnennaya and Chinyere Onwuyi, Biafrans, I have the consensus, I have the agreement and the binding and the support of Biafrans worldwide and IPOB worldwide to demand henceforth that Nnennaya Anya should stop collecting funds, dues. Nnennaya Anya should stop collecting dues. And specifically to those in the USA, there is an account where you will pay your dues to, which I have been paying my dues, even my arrears that I owed in the past. I paid it into the account. So there's an account in USA, existing in USA, in Texas, and somewhere else, I think in New York, where we can pay our money into. Okay? So, and again, remember that people have been dismissed. These people have been dismissed. Mazi Tochukwu Ikwanusi, Mazi Ndidawurum, of course, Ndidawurum is my brother. We are connected. Mazi Ejike or Ejasi, Mazi Oliver Obi, Mazi Charles Okorafor. You see, these people are no longer IPOB member. They are no longer IPOB member. These are the people Kanunta Kanu, Nnennaya Anya is still having IPOB business with. It is wrong. It must stop immediately. Nnennaya Anya should open the doors of head of finance for auditing. We need an audition of the head of finance immediately. She should stop collecting any fund from anywhere, from either from liaison group or from America, from Asia, from anywhere in Europe. Everybody should stop paying to Nnennaya Anya, sending dues to Nnennaya Anya. Dues should be sent to a particular group. The announcement will come out later, if I'm not mistaken. The announcement of where our dues must go will be announced very, very soon. So Nnennaya don't have any right.
Mazi, hold on, please. Mazi, hold on, please.
Yeah.
Mazi, hold on, please. Are you now talking about monthly dues? Is it what you're talking about?
I'm talking about monthly dues. I'm talking about ESM funds. Any fundraising should not go to any of these people whatsoever anymore. It's over. These people have caused mayhem in the US. They've been causing mayhem since 5 to 6 years. This group of people. This same group of people, I'm exempting Lady Chinyere as not one of the people that sold Onyendu. I'm exempting tentatively Nnennaya Anya as one of the people that did not sell Onyendu. I am exempting Kanunta Kanu tentatively as one of the people that did not sell Onyendu. But I emphatically place Nelly Ofwebu, Simon Ekpa, Madame Oyibo, Lady Chinyere Onwi, Lady Chinyere, what's her name? Caroline Uchenna, because she is the daughter of this crazy woman, Adana Uka Brown. You see, these 4 people should be held responsible for what happened to Onyendu in June last year. They are solely responsible. They are the same group that sent money to about $20,000 to Kenya. We have the document to show that money trail going out from the USA to Kenya. What was the purpose of $20,000 in Kenya?
And the man just hold on.
Did they pay off somebody? Yes.
Yeah, you said something. You called on Uchenna Brown. Uchenna Okura for Caroline Uchenna
Okura. Yes.
You called on her.
Yeah.
I have their number. I have their number.
Good.
Because there's something that you said. You said that they must tell us what happens to our leader.
Oh,
you
yes.
said it.
Display their numbers. Display their numbers.
After we finish this broadcast, I have to call that lady, and I hope she will pick up her phone. I want to bring her to broadcast to begin to tell us what she knows. And if she refused, I will believe what you are saying, because they have to come and begin to debunk it. Either the daughter or the mother. But I want you to continue, because what you are telling us today is something that I never heard before. And that is why we bring you, because you are the one that can explain more better. Continue, Mazi. Thank you very much for having you here today.
Biafrans, please hold Caroline Uchenna Okura responsible for the kidnap of Onyendu. Hold Adama Uka Brown or Naya Brown responsible for the kidnap of Onyendu. Hold Simon Ekpa responsible for the kidnap of Onyendu. Hold Nelly Ofwebu responsible. Hold Oyibo, ringleader, responsible for the disappearance of Mazi Kanunta Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, so it was in
I'm not of Bridget Okafor.
Bridget is also among. Bridget is also among.
All right,
yes. Because Bridget liaised very well with Simon Ekpa.
I can never, you see, Bridget, I'm sorry, Mazi. Bridget is somebody
these 6 people should be accountable as to what happened to our leader last year, June 24 or 23rd, thereabout. They should be responsible for the disappearance of Onyendu. They also are in charge of monies, our monies. They are also in charge of our monies. Bridget is also in charge of some money. Money rates for ECOSOC. She still has that money in her possession till tomorrow. And a sum total of over $1.something million in the hands of Madam Oyibo. These people must account. We have something ongoing that will address our money in the hands of those thieves. And let me assure Biafrans today, as long as we live, as long as I live, Madam Oyibo, Dr. Nelly, and all these other 3 people will be held responsible for the disappearance of $1.2 million in their possession as of today. I can assure you that.
$1.2 million.
$1.2 million. It's not even 740. They have squandered some money before the $740 million problem.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap.
$740,000. You see, so I'm estimating it to be about $1.2 million, thereabout. They will cough out all this money. Okay? So enough is enough. I'm tired of all this whole nonsense going on across, especially the United States. Let me tell you something. Chief Ogbuefi is now telling everybody in the US that he is working for Onyendu directly. Biafrans, let's pay attention. Ogbuefi is now on a mission across the United States telling people that he is working directly from Onyendu, that Onyendu gives him information from Kuje prison. That is a blatant lie. That is a strategy they are using to confuse and convince some of our gullible members. Pay Okora for Charles, alias Ogbuefi, no mind. Don't listen to his lies. Ogbuefi is a liar. The only person that lied more than Ogbuefi is Lucifer himself, Satan. Satan is the only person that lies more than Ogbuefi. Ogbuefi is the most wicked man I've ever known, evil man I've ever known, because if he loves his people, he will not be doing what he's doing today. He goes about forming clique and cabal. Anywhere you see Ogbuefi, there's always a cabal. Anywhere you see Ogbuefi, there's always a clique. Now, before they injected him into a liaison office was doing well. As at the 2 weeks that I was there, they were doing well, flowing. But the moment they injected Ogbuefi, things went south. Okay? So this is the handiwork. This is the agenda of Ogbuefi all the time, or his mannerism, his way of life. Forming clique, forming cabals, and then disorganized things. Listen to the voice note he was caught releasing a few months ago. Just listen to it. He wanted to have a deputy that can counter our honorable HOD. Can you imagine? This is his style. This is his style.
Mazi, I can testify on that.
Okay.
I want the great people of Biafra. I want the freedom fighters. Of course, most of the time I will tell people, in adage in our place said, this issue that you just bring right now, I am the one they want to use to silence Mazi Chike, Dosiem, the man in charge. The man that I never spoke to before, but I so much love him. I love him so much. He's a man that is always slow and steady. A man that never back. A man that always consistency. And a man that we will always keep on following till our leader is being released. I want great people of Biafra to understand that this thing that our brother, Dr. Donald Azubike said, that audio tape meant for me. They want to use it to get me convinced so I can be able to work with them. But they don't know As more they know, they don't know that I myself am so intelligent. I'm not just like that. But man, I want you to continue. I'm just telling them. Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me, Mazi?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Continue. I want you to continue. I want you to continue.
Okay.
And again, if I may, okay, continue.
Okay. So Ogbuefi in that voice note, listen to his mindset. What is the difference between Ogbuefi's mindset and the autopiloters? No difference. He carried the same rumor that Chike Dozema and Chinasa Nworu had gone to Nigeria to collect money. He bringing how he go na Nigeria, which are all lies. Ogbuefi has been telling lies forever.
It is true. Ogbuefi has been telling lies ever. And that is the same mindset of the autopiloters. And this is exactly what I've been battling against. So the Biafrans, what you will observe here is the confirmation, not only from Biafra Child, but from Dr. Donald Azubike, that Nnennaya Anya actually is a member of the cabals in IPOB. Kanunta Kanu is also a member of the cabal in IPOB. Nnennaya Anya being a member of the DOS, that is to confirm actually that what I've been saying all this while, that one of the key factors troubling the Biafra struggle is a member or some members of the DOS participating in the corruption in IPOB. Nnennaya Anya and the Kanunta Kanu joined the lead to form cabals. He has made mention of IPOB having 5 factions. And I always say that the reason for the autopiloters and the Idu apologists succeeding in their criminality is because of them anchoring their standpoint, anchoring their stronghold, their roots on the members of the DOS who are corrupt. And why I always and will continue to blame it on the entirety of the members of the DOS is because none of the members of the DOS can convince me that he or she is not aware of Nnennaya Anya's involvement into the formation of the cabal and IPOB and also into financial fraud. Why are they keeping quiet? Why have they been keeping quiet for over 1 year? Not over 1 year, getting to 1 year now. Even when they were being persuaded by the so-called Mother then to investigate Nnennaya Anya, they would have done something. I know that some of the Umuadas, not some, many, the majority of them are corrupt, but they should have done something to ensure that Nnennaya Anya does not remain to be a stumbling block to the progress of IPOB, the Biafra struggle, and for Biafra restoration. So when we have internal saboteurs, when we have economic saboteurs, they reflect their sabotage to all aspects of the movement, or to all aspects of the IPOB family. And I always tell Biafrans that the greatest problem we have is the evil that we condone. The evil that we condone is the most destructive weapons of the enemies. It is not actually the external enemies. The external enemies can never be effective in us without them having insiders. These are the insiders among us, those working for the external enemies, those working to accomplish the agenda. One of the agendas of the external enemies is to see the downfall of IPOB. Those who are into this financial fraud, formation of cabal, which Nnennaya Anya is a member, and the rest of the people having been mentioned, then they are the major problems compared to the external enemies. Simon Ekpa and co, Nelly Ofebu and co, all of them are involved. But the issue here now is that many people, even among the IPOB media warriors, they used to defend Nnennaya Anya very holistically. and we are ready to attack anyone who speaks against Nnennaya Anya, including attacking Simon Ekpa, attacking myself. Why I have been consistent to be saying what I say about Nnennaya Anya, but the only thing is that I keep quiet when I do not have information, and I speak when I have information. But because of the availability of this information, which I have confirmed from 2 different videos, not even from 3 different videos, from a video made by Prince Darlington, one of the videos I have concluded from, made by Biafra Child, and this is the second video from Biafra Child, which involved Dr. Donald, and you see that Dr. Donald has the major talking, and what I'm analyzing is from his saying. It's from his saying to know that I am not the only person, and according to him, he had been in IPOB for over 5 years, and had not been speaking, but had been observing things going wrong, but had not been speaking because he was not in the position of power, and he is not outrightly a broadcaster. So what makes me different is that I am outrightly a broadcaster, and I don't wait because I am proactive. I don't wait until much time before I begin to speak. So myself, I began to fight this fight for over 3 years, since 2019. Early 2019, I began to fight this fight, and I have been on it. I've been fighting against the hypocrisy of the members of the IPOB, starting from my local unit to national, to Europe, to worldwide, to wherever I discover the hypocrisy. I've been lamenting about it. That is the foundation. When we see the truth, we pretend to hide the truth and support the lies because of whom we want to favor. These are the things that have been going on in IPOB, and the product are exactly what we are seeing today. They have matured and give birth to cabals, give birth to financial fraudsters in IPOB mafias, those who are able to stand and challenge the DOS, things that never happened before. And it is because of the presence of Nnennaya Kanu that they were subdued, and they never had the time to confront the DOS the way they wanted. That is one of the reasons they sold Nnennaya Kanu, so that Nnennaya Kanu will give way for them to collaborate to hijack the IPOB leadership. We hear it. We hear it categorically that some attempt had been made, and we see Nelly Ofebu making the same attempt. But had it been that we began to fight, that people joined me to fight this corruption, fight this hypocrisy, nepotism, and they stop to condoning evil, all these things will not mature until today. Many of them would have gotten frustrated, like George Onyibe and Ucheme. For them, they will run out on their own. But because of the tolerance and the hypocrisy, nepotism of the majority of the members of the IPOB, it is still ongoing today. Go to your very local unit, go to your regional unit, go to your national unit. You see people covering evil and the evil people. People taking side to protect whom they like, and they condemn whom they do not like. Even when those who they do not like are the people doing the right thing, they will not support it. But those whom they like doing the wrong thing, they will support them. This is hypocrisy, nepotism. That is, I'm just here sampling exactly what had caused, why have we gotten ourselves in this mess and to this stage, so that we will know it, because that is the essence of this platform, the Biafra Treasury of Excellent Knowledge, where we come and speak about the matters in detail, pointing out the factors that bring about the matters arising. And as long as we continue to condone evil by playing hypocrisy, sentiment, nepotism, and all sorts of compromises, the same thing will continue to progress. These are the people we are identifying now and talking about how to deal with them. What about those who are still working with them? They are still inside of IPOB. When this group of people will be phased out, another set of people will be emerging, because the hypocrisy in IPOB will be their bedrock to manifest, to continue to manifest until the IPOB members, just as Biafra Child had decided to make a U-turn and to stand on and begin to stand on the truth, until the majority of IPOB members begin to do the same thing. That is when we will begin to conquer the corrupt entities in our midst. But to tell you the truth, there are those, that is, the corrupt people will always come. But if we do not checkmate them, if we do not checkmate them and police them, they will continue to prevail. And there is no way we can overcome them apart from we supporting the truth, exhibiting integrity and uprightness. No matter whom it may favor, no matter whom it may not favor. Like, for example, we are hearing about the formation of Abia North something by Nnennaya Anya and the co. That kind of a thing should not happen. And I am from Abia State, but I will never for any reason support that idea, because it is not part of what we are doing. If it is about state something, Biafra, a Biafra struggle should, IPOB should not have been formed. IPOB is not formed to be running state or regional affairs. It is for the Biafrans and for Biafra unity, for us to come together as one people. It is not for us to begin to divide ourselves. But these people are sowing this, the seed of discord, dividing ourselves. That is that division is what they are creating for them to sustain their cabal. If the Anambra people, like, let them go and form their Anambra whatever, Imo, Ebonyi, and we let them go and form whatever in IPOB. They are satisfied with us. So far, they keep on progressing in their own cabal and the financial fraudulence. So these are the tricks. These are the tricks. This is the same one Nigeria playing out right before us in IPOB. But can we allow it to progress? The answer is no. So I am happy that Biafra Child has finally made a U-turn, and after having compromised for 1 year, he has come to realize that that compromise can never in any way help him. So I also appeal to the rest of the IPOB media warriors. I will begin to mention them, people like Fowanogo and the rest of them, that they should for no reason try to be defending anybody in the body of the DOS. I don't mean we should not be insulting them. There is a great difference between insult and the policing and checkmating. We must be checkmating all of them one by one and ensuring that they are performing their duties the right way. And we should also be responsible to be warning them every now and then for performing wrongly, and be ready to expose anybody responsible for sabotaging the Biafra struggle, either by keeping silence in the presence of evil or participating in the evil going on in IPOB. Many things are yet to come out. This is the information we have available at the moment. Let us keep listening to Dr. Donald and Biafra Child.
Ogwevi can lie more than the devil himself. I can count numerous instances about the kind of things he has said in the past that are all lies. Shall I give you my own example why I tell you that Ogwevi is always forming cabals? You know what he told me last year or 2 years ago, sometimes? That he wants to make me coordinator of Maryland. Can you imagine? Ogwevi told me that he wants to make me coordinator of Maryland. Can you imagine?
I believe you.
I look at him, I'm like, is this real?
I believe you.
You want to make me? How? I believe if anybody wants to make me, let us vote. So the thing is, these people are a bunch of criminals. These people are bandits. There is no difference between them and the terrorist group or Janjaweed attacking our people in Biafra land. They have the same mindset. These people do not have the mindset of IPOB. A new generation, a new breed, a different entity, a different generation that will not sit by for 60 years and watch the Fulanis poo and pee in their mouth. We are the generation that will break that yoke. You see? So, Ogbuefi them belong to this old Mesolithic generation, a generation that don't have any better idea of moving on how to move forward. We have a better idea on how to move forward. My generation is the generation that will restore Biafra by the grace of God. And Onyendu is going to lead us. He is somebody called him Moses. No, Onyendu is the Joshua of our time. He is going to lead us into the promised land. And I'm debunking this lie of Kanunta Kanu henceforth. Kanunta Kanu, look at me very well. Look at me. Stop lying to Biafrans that your brother, blood brother of Onyendu. You are not the blood brother of Onyendu. You are the cousin of Onyendu. You are not the blood brother. You are not the biological brother. Don't deceive Biafrans and make them think. Even if you are the blood brother, assuming you are the blood brother, I know you are not. I will tackle you because Biafra IPOB is not your exclusive property or the family of Kanu. It is we, the people. IPOB belongs to we, the people. And our leader is Mazi Onyendu, Nnamdi Kanu, not you. You are a scum and a dirt of the earth. You deserve no attention. And let me watch you come to America and pretend to raise funds again. Come. Oh, okay. I know who sponsors your trip. That is why Nnennaya Anya must be audited. Whoever sponsors and buys your ticket to come to New York.
Mazi, I support that one. Nnennaya Anya must be audited. I support it. I support Nnennaya Anya must be audited. 100%
I have the backing of Biafrans. I have the backing of Biafrans.
Must be audited.
Worldwide. That Nnennaya must be audited. Even if you throw a survey right now, as we speak, you will hear the response of Biafrans. They want Nnennaya to be audited. Even to the public that's listening right now, I have the backing and the consensus of Biafrans worldwide to demand that Nnennaya be audited with immediate effect. With immediate effect. And every Monday Jew should stop going to Germany. Rather should we go to US and somewhere in where you people can organize a formidable account. Why would Nnennaya be starving the ESM project? I'm listening to you.
Yes, Mazi, I want to, you have said a lot because I want to be taking it one after the other so that you begin to explain more because there's a lot of things that you said. Yes. And there is some certain things that I've already written down that I have to be asking you questions.
Right.
My question now to you, because according to what you said,
right,
Nnennaya Anya must be audited. I myself support
with immediate
that.
effect.
And my question to you now is,
yes,
is IPOB finance independent? Is IPOB finance independent? I want you to explain more better to us. Thank you, Mazi.
IPOB finance is not independent. If you say independent, it means somebody is solely in charge of it and nobody else. Let me tell you something, my brother. United States of America is the richest country on planet Earth. This country has a treasurer. And the treasurer of this country, quarterly, he releases the breakdown of USA's financial activities quarterly. So you and I contribute our dues and other levies, which we use to support IPOB. Without us, there will not be IPOB. So without us, there will not be Nnennaya Anya. So, and as long as, if Nnennaya is even paid salary, that is where it is even worse. If Nnennaya is paid salary out of this money that we contribute, it becomes worse for her because she's accountable to my money and your money and every other person's money. You recall when when Nelly Ofebu was calling on her name, shouting that something happened with money and everything. Do you know that Nnennaya was not able to come out to debunk them or challenge them to that? She kept mute.
No,
She kept mute
she couldn't.
and
She coming to call us calling us all sorts of names.
and shut
Yes,
her
continue.
mouth and sat somewhere. But now Kanunta Kanu is now talking gibberish, talking nonsense. She comes out and say, increase the volume. I got increase volume, can increase the I got bought for that office, or head of finance. This time marks the end. And if they by any chance hold that fundraising that's forthcoming, I can guarantee them, all of them must be. I will mobilize Biafrans worldwide that they should be expelled from IPOB with immediate effect. Nonsense. Enough of this nonsense. These people have
Mazi, I'm supporting Mazi, I will tell you to mobilize people because
across
I don't know how somebody like you, I don't know why somebody like you that have position in IPOB will be there in America, and some people from Europe will come all the way from Europe to America to take food from your hand. And I want you people to do something. Because one thing about these people is like they have already expelled these people from IPOB. I don't know why these people are working with those people that the leadership have expelled. Mazi, I want you to continue. Support it. Continue, Mazi.
So, Nnennaya Anya, you should be on your toes right now. I promise you this. I will make sure I will mobilize you members of IPOB globally. You will not sleep well until you are eventually evicted from that place if you don't make your office open for investigation and auditing. I guarantee you this. You will not last long there. I will break your bands of Kanunta Kanu and this Lady Chinyere. Lady Chinyere, you always post to me that you're a millionaire. By the grace of God, I'm also a millionaire in this country. I have investments that is worth millions of dollars. Okay? You are not the only person. Okay? By God's grace. But yours is to shoot and run your mouth.
That is how the fraudsters do. They will begin to boast. They are millionaires, they are billionaires, they this and that. For that reason, they do not even need anything from the struggle. They do not need anything. That is the same thing with the Nigerian politician. They will tell you, P2B is already rich, Atiku is already rich, this and that. They do not need anything from you, from the people. They only want to repair, they want to reorganize, they want to provide, they want to offer from what they already have. But only just allow them to win the election or enter the office or continue what they are doing. You see them robbing because they are greedy people. They are insatiable. They are never satisfied with what they have, but they will use sweet tongue to convince the people. This is what Nnennaya Anya and the rest of the people have been doing, boasting that they are millionaires, including the person he just mentioned in America. Boasting, but in the guise of deceiving our people to enter us and to keep looting from what we already have. Because when a greedy person has $1 million, the person will be dreaming on how to make it $2 million. That is how they do. They will promise you they want to even help out from what they already have, but that is not true. Their motive is to dampen the heart of the people against them, to penetrate the people so that they will gain the ground to continue looting because they are greedy. That is how they perform. And I also support that Nnennaya Anya, Kanunta Kanu, and all of the people who are persistent to sabotaging the Biafra struggle and the forming cabal inside of IPOB should be expelled. I stand with Dr. Donald Azubike. So when this mobilization will begin, I will also campaign for it because there is no reason to keep condoning these people inside of the Biafra struggle, and that is what had propelled me. I never knew that this video had been available, but this is what had propelled me to say that the DOS are criminals for permitting Nnennaya Anya and all of the people forming cabal in IPOB, those they expelled and the non-expelled to continue. And the Nnennaya Anya issue had been on report for over 8 months now. And we hear Dr. Donald Azuike reminding us that Nnennaya Anya was mute, was never able to defend herself from the allegation leveled against her by Nelly Ofebo, announcing to Biafrans that Nnennaya Anya is in possession of IPOB fund, which she does not want to release, and accusing her of embezzling the money. Up to today, Nnennaya Anya had never come out to defend herself. But my own standpoint, my own unique standpoint is, why is it that the DOS, hearing all these things, have kept mute in the favor of Nnennaya Anya? Why have they not actually investigated her? And what are they doing right now? So I am appealing. This is now an appeal. I am appealing on the members of the DOS, most especially Mazi Chika Edoziem, to begin with immediate effect, as Mazi Donald had also moved the motive. I am in support of that Nnennaya Anya should be audited without any further delay, because delay is dangerous, and we never can tell the next line of action Nnennaya Anya has with her co-cabal, and we never can tell whether she is working with any Nigerian politicians. So the more we wait, the more we are reluctant, the more damages they cause to us as IPOB and against the Biafra struggle, including our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is incarcerated in the DSS custody of the Fulani terrorist government of Nigeria. So the needful must be done. I also appeal to IPOB members all over the world, the real lovers of freedom, those who actually have the mindset of liberating ourselves and our subsequent generations from this Biafra, from this zoological dungeon we are into, in the guise of government, in the guise of in the guise of one Nigerianism, in the guise of anything, so which have put us into this kind of incessant antagonism, deprivation of rights and privileges, intimidation from every angle. Even we are under global conspiracy as a result of this forcible amalgamation we are under. So those who have the positive mind regarding our freedom from this shackle must get up. We must. It is an obligation. It is not a choice, but it is an obligation that we must rise up again, first of all, against the corrupt entities right inside of IPOB, to push them away from the Biafra struggle, for us to get balance once again, to continue our Biafra struggle. Because if these people are not pushed away from the Biafra struggle, forget about it. At least we have experienced it for 1 year now, since the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when many of us pretend to be living in denial, pretending that everything had been all right. I told us nothing is all right. Nothing is all right, because God anoints me with 7 eyes to see ahead of all of you. So I told you, nothing is all right and nothing can ever be right. So we have experimented it for 1 year, only for Biafra to turn back to say, yes, but I know he will be feeling pompous to say that I have been right all this while. However, that does not matter. What matters is now he has realized and have begun to support the truth. And by the grace of God, we all should work together to ensure that IPOB is appropriately reformed and the Biafra struggle progress once again.
So enough of your nonsense, enough of your garbage. Go and mind your business. Get out of liaison business and go and manage your husband and your family, and stop meddling into IPOB affairs. Liaison group, my foot. Liaison group, my foot. Who the hell are you? Why are you in charge of liaison group? You have outlived your purpose. It's over with. You have each time they only do appoint people into sensitive positions, You cannibalize the place. You transform the place. You hijack it and begin to run it as if it's your personal property. Imagine. Enough of this nonsense. Enough of this nonsense. And the same warning goes to Chinwe Ediwachuku. I know you and Kanunta Kanu, whatever you're doing, it's none of my business. But anything that has to do with IPOB, stay clear from it. You people are criminals. Where is the fund? I mean, where are the fundraising collections? Where are they? Since when you do was kidnapped, where are these funds? Where is this money? Where is it? You kept this money away from ESN, but every time you will raise it for ESN. Now you are raising it for welfare of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You guys stop this nonsense. Stop this nonsense. You are not raising anything for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's welfare. The IPOB DOS, under the leadership of HOD, Mazi Chike Doziem, is well able, well capable to manage the welfare of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Kanunta Kanu, I gave you a breather. You said you are in charge of legal, private legal, whatever. Where are you getting your funding from? Where are you getting this funding from? Gone are those days when all of you were growing big. I mean, flying in your wings, soaring like eagle, because Onyendu did not checkmate you then. And I'm sure when Onyendu comes out, he's going to come out with a different IPOB, a new reinvigorated IPOB. Mazi, look at the crop of leaders we have now. Chike Doziem, China Sanworu, and the group of leaders we have in the US now. Well-educated, sound people. And listen to these people. We had a meeting one time, even during our fundraising. A collection of intellectuals, well-learned, well-educated people. Come and hear them speak. I almost wept for joy listening to all those people. We have solid men and women here in the US. And unfortunately, the affairs of IPOB are in the hands of criminals. For 4 years, 5, 6 years, in the hands of criminals. Let me tell you what Obido Bienu did. Thank God that Obido Bienu did not succeed. Obido Bienu was injecting coordinators at every juncture of every family in the US. Obido Bienu. So he was trying to plant coordinators that are loyal to him. That was why when Uche Mefo sheepishly, foolishly organized coordinator meeting of all coordinators in the US, you can imagine what happened. He thought he had them in his grips, but for the fact that God loves IPOB and loves Biafrans, majority of those people did not buy to his ideas. That was why they are able to escape with their poor, foolish tales, wacky and yellow tales. These people are inconsequential. We don't need these people in USA anymore. We don't want these people meddle with anything in USA affairs anymore. We are done with them. Nonsense.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much for this wonderful speech from you. And I know that a lot of our people are listening. I know the great people of Biafra are listening. You know, that is something that you said. And I will bring this thing to the screen right now. I want our people to also understand that the first post that I was showing our people, that I was showing on the screen, that you're seeing direct on screen before, was the memo of, let me come back because I want to tell people so that they will get it. Yep. This is a dismissed memo from the leadership, signed by Mazi Chike Doziem, head of Directorate of State of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Indigenous People of Biafra, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, number 6, which is the last one, the name that you will see there is Mazi Charles Okorafo Obuefi, former IPOB Washington, D.C. Zonal Coordinator.
Right.
I want our people to understand that these people they are raising fund with, they have already been dismissed by the leadership of IPOB. I don't know the reason why they are working with them. That is something I don't understand. But Mazi, another thing that I want to ask you before I will bring another post, you have already talked about this post. Our people will begin to see it now because you mentioned about Nnennaya Anya saying that they should continue, they should put fire. Let me read it out so that people will understand what they put there before you continue, before I ask you the next question.
Okay.
And then according to Madam Finance, she said, increase the volume because if you ask all these people backing what risk or effort they have put in this struggle, you'll find out nothing except shouting on mic or microphone, telling all the lies those that contracted them asked them to do. Very soon, the truth will come out, and the truth will come out one day, and sorry will be their name. Let them continue telling lies. Amazi, I want to ask you, you have already mentioned this, but I would like to ask you a question, then you also combine everything together. Mazi, the question I want to ask you, you are in America. You are a coordinator. You are now Washington, D.C. zonal coordinator, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are you people doing? Because when you see all this dismissed letter, you people are from America. When you see all this name of those people that they have already dismissed, you will see that this woman called Shinya, this woman called Lady Shinya.
Yeah.
Shinya Onwun. You will see that these women are still part of us. What are you people doing to make sure that this woman follow the suit? Those people that they have already dismissed. This is my question to you, Martin.
Okay, thank you for this question. Now, henceforth, I demand that DOS, under the leadership of HOD, to get a court injunction outlining the names of the dismissed people, that they should stay away from IPOB properties, events, and fundraising, and they should be highlighted. Should they fail to do that, they will be liable for litigation. That is what my suggestion. I'm suggesting to the HOD. If HOD is listening to me, please let him hear my voice. He can go to the court and get an injunction outlining with the names of these criminals that have been dismissed out of IPOB. Put their names and state categorically they should stay clear of our events, fundraising, properties, materials, whatsoever they have, or whatsoever that IPOB is engaged in, that they should be at least 200 feet away from that location. They should not come near anything. Should they come near any IPOB material, property, fundraising, or anything, then they should be liable to litigation. That is my immediate. That will be my immediate reaction.
I support you.
That is what I will do, and that is what I'm suggesting. And of course, I will bring it up in our meeting.
¿Cómo describirías el color dorado? Si vas a darle una vuelta a todo, elige el.
What I will do, and that is what I'm suggesting. And of course, I will bring it up in our meeting, in our leadership meeting in US very soon. There should be a litigation. There should be an injunction, a court injunction, limiting these people from every event of IPOB, whether it be fundraising, whether it be money, whether it be material activities, sporting activities, fanfare activities, social activities, whatsoever. They should be far away from our activities. So that is what I would do. Nonsense.
I support you. I support Dr. Donald Azubike. That is what I've been asking the DOS to be doing. But the difference is that I have not explained it in detail like this. That is the reason of me asking, why are they keeping silent over all these criminals? And knowing that a member of the DOS, which is Nnennaya Anya, and the IPOB financial ministers for that matter, is involved into this criminality, and they have been keeping silent over it. And probably they are aware of this corruption even before the extraordinary rendition of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So why have they been so silent regarding this? And I have been broadcasting against it. So people have been attacking me, but now all of the mouth that had been attacking me previously are silent because they have run short of words against me, because I stand with the truth. I stand on the truth, because I exhibit integrity, because I exhibit uprightness, which are the three fundamental factors of this platform known as Ihima Biafra TV Treasury of Excellent Knowledge, where we come to speak the hard truth, the truth that people are afraid to speak. That is that is where we speak it, and that is what makes this channel very unique from all other channels. So we'll continue to be speaking so. I stand with Dr. Donald Azubuike because I am a reformer, and it is my divine mandate to reform IPOB. I have been shouting about it for over 2 years. People have been listening to me. Some pretend they do not hear what I've been saying, but now it is materializing. When the criminality can no longer be hidden, they will begin to manifest. They are now in the public domain, and it is a shame. It is a shame to Biafrans. So we cannot continue to tolerate this kind of shame. So the causes of those shames must be dealt with. That is what I am talking about. Dealing with the thieves in identifying and dealing with the thieves in IPOB, and that is exactly what Mazi Azubuike had begun also at his own time, which is presently. I am here with him. I will support him because what he is doing is right. I condemn evil and I support the right things that anybody does. It doesn't matter who does it. It doesn't matter the location of that person, but hence it is the right thing. The person will not even beg for my support. I will offer my support to the person and the free of charge. So we must progress and we must continue. We must not allow the Biafra struggle entrusted to us by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to die off. It should be a disgrace to all of us. So, and we should not allow the shameless people among us to come and destroy the Biafra struggle. Rather, we chase them away. We chase them away from the IPOB families. We frustrate them with truth, righteousness, with truth, uprightness, and integrity, policing them, and with principles of legality. They must run away. They must abandon the struggle for us, and we will not run away for them. So let us keep listening. And very soon, I will end this program for today to continue with it another day.
Out of these people,
And thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now, USA, they are the cause of the problem we have worldwide. Do you know that these people are the people that sold Onyendu? Are you aware of it? And Kanunta Kanu is palling around with Chief Ogbuefi. Let me warn Cosmos Duru of Maryland. Cosmos Duru, listen to me carefully. When I met in the Diawurum 2 months, in April, I told him, be careful of Ogbuefi. Do not mix yourself with these people. He spoke like he was the chair, he was in charge, that they know what's up. But as of today, what I told him happened. He is no longer a member of IPOB, Ndidiawurum. He's my brother. I love him so much, but he's no longer a member. So, Cosmos Duru, I see you pal around with High Chief Ogbuefi. I listen to you. I listen to how much lies he tells you, and you are following that idiot. If you don't desist from following Ogbuefi, whatever happened to Ndidiawurum my brother and other people in their group, Chief Ejoku or whatever that idiot is. Also now Ejoku, also now Ejoku, whatever his name is. That idiot. Whatever happened to them will happen to you. Stay clear. As a matter of fact, there's a cleansing train passing across North America, which includes USA and Canada. Cosmos Juru, if you do not turn around and do the right thing, Kanunta Kanu is not the brother of Onyendu. He has no position in IPOB. You should not listen to the garbage Kanunta Kanu tells you and High Chief Ogbuefi. They do not get any order from Onyendu from Kuje in Kuje prison. Let me warn you clearly right now. The only people that are getting direct information from Onyendu is the HOD and DOS, some members of DOS, through their lawyers. Do not be fooled by this Kanunta Kanu and this foolish man, High Chief Ogbuefi. They are criminals. They are liars. Kanunta Kanu has been lying to people all over the years that is the brother of Onyendu. He is not. He is a cousin. They are not blood brothers. They are not biological brothers. Okay? So, Cosmos and the rest people listening to me in America today, listen to me and listen to me good. Bikono, stay away from this bandwagon of Kanunta Kanu and High Chief Ogbuefi. They are going about telling people that Onyendu, they are working for Onyendu directly. It is all lies. We've heard that before. Onyendu deceived many people with that phrase. Onyendu is told me to tell you. According to him, Onyendu told me to tell you. It's all lies. There is no Onyendu told me to tell you at all. Okay? Get that from me. They won't know.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. And I want you all to understand that who you are seeing direct on your screen right now is Dr. Donald Azubike. He is the one now in charge of Ogbuefi Okorafor position. We have already expelled them. The leadership have expelled them. We have every information. We have the memo. Whenever you want the memo, we can also ship the memo to every one of you that needed it. So I don't know the reason why. Then we begin to work with those that we have already expelled. I don't know the reason why they couldn't go and call Nelly Ofebu back. I don't know the reason why these people cannot go and work with Ushoka from Efo. Why are they working with these people we have already expelled? They are saying whenever you ask them, they will be telling you that these people are the power hold. Then I begin to ask them a question. This money you are talking about is the money that the indigenous people of Biafra contributed. But Mazi, let us connect the dots right now.
Okay.
How did Ogbuefi, Adama Brown, and Ushen Okorafor come to this, Biafran restoration? Through who? Who brought them into this struggle? How did they come there? Which relationship they have?
So, the vital question, why cannot Kanunta Kanu and the Nnennaya Anya work with the rest of the expelled members of IPOB, people like Nnennaya Anya, like Uchemefo, like many of them who had been expelled from IPOB? Why do they select some people to work with and they exclude the rest of the people? That is to tell you that they have selfish interest for working with those people, and their responses to that is that these are the power hub. Who made them the power hub? The power hub not being the DOS, not even being me, an IPOB member. It turned out to be expelled IPOB members. So that is how criminal these people are. So it is now becoming so obvious. Biafra Child is doing a great work, and I do really appreciate him for this wonderful work, because this is part of the greatest work I have seen him does in the Biafra struggle. It is not all about how many viewers, it is all about the effect of the broadcast, how serious, how truthful it is, so that whenever anything, the wind, whatever the storm comes around, the same broadcast will still stand. And that is what has been sustaining me and sustaining my broadcast and sustaining my channel in this Biafra struggle, because the pillars are based on the principles of truth, uprightness, and integrity. So we excel over storms. I excel over storms. It is during the storm I begin to display my skill like a spiritual eagle. The people with a foresight that have seen farther than the rest of the bird. But when storm comes, some videos may have millions of viewers, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of viewers. But when the storm will begin, those videos will diminish, and the video will remain just an entertainment and duplicity without having a durable effect. But each of my video has a durable effect. So some people may understand it immediately, while some people will understand the content of my videos in the next 6 months. It will take 1 year to some people, and it will take an entire life for some other people. But what matters to me is that whenever the storm arises, my content will ever remain stable, and that is what makes us unique, and that is the foundation and the pride of Ihima Biafra Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. Ihima Biafra TV Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. We are very, very unique, and I am happy to locate someone like Dr. Donald Azubike, who is interested to be fighting the corruption and to sustain and maintain and sustain the uprightness, integrity, and the progress of the Biafra struggle. I pledge my support to him. I pledge it. It doesn't matter whether he is a member of the DOS or not. No. What matters is that he is in the right track to progressing the Biafra struggle and building up the IPOB family. So there are people who are destroying what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had already built in IPOB, but I am one of those, and in the front line of the regulation and the re-establishing and the progressing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy. So integrity, truthfulness, uprightness, they are part and parcel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy. So it is our collective duty to protecting it, and it is also our collective duty to stand against those who have been destroying and continue to destroy all of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy, as led by Nnennaya Anya, Kanunta Kanu, and the rest of the criminals having been mentioned in this program and the rest of the program. So what are Biafrans doing against these people? What are IPOB members doing against these people? The time of sentiment is over. It is time of integrity. So now we know who can actually stand the test of time. So this is the beginning. It has been my system, and I am ready to carry people along to stand the test of time with uprightness, with the truth, and with integrity to achieving the progress of IPOB and the Biafra struggle. So that is what I stand for. I am your serviceable servant, evangelist Nnennaya Anya. Never forget, I have begun to build my Christian channel with the name Evangelist Nnennaya Anya, my Christian channel, Facebook and the YouTube right away. So go and subscribe to my YouTube if you are interested to acquire Christian knowledge, solid Christian knowledge, fundamental and solid Christian knowledge, excellent Christian knowledge. So I have lots of videos that I have uploaded from my old teachings. I have begun to upload them. I have numbers of videos available right now in Evangelist Nnennaya Anya YouTube, then few of them in Evangelist Nnennaya Anya Facebook. So after the uploadings, then by the grace of God, perhaps from end of August or from September, I will begin new teaching. But now I want to focus more in continuation of regulating the damages in IPOB. So may God bless you as we continue to listen to them. I am preparing to bring today's program to an end.
Because as I'm seeing today, it seems that they are doing Omaya. I don't know, of course, I think that you're also Omaya.
Yes.
But I don't know, I believe that you are not part of this.
But I'm not a foolish Umaya.
That want to. Yes. So I want you to tell us how these people come to meet each other. How did they connive and what are they doing? You know, I want you to explain to us more better, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this question. First of all, Ogbuefi, High Chief Ogbuefi, alias Charles Okorafor, or whatever his name is, either one you choose. I, Dr. Donald Azubuike, I administered oath, IPOB oath to High Chief Ogbuefi. He and Ken Mba, those were the two people that
Mazi, repeat again. Mazi, repeat again. Repeat again, please. Repeat again, please.
I, Dr. Donald Azubuike, Azubuike, I and that criminal, Obidio Benu, administered oath to High Chief Ogbuefi Okorafor and Ken Mba to become IPOB member. Okay? So we commissioned then Washington, D.C. Then I was one of the lead people that even helped in inaugurating IPOB Washington, D.C. Then they chose Ken Mba and to be their coordinator while High Chief Ogbuefi was the deputy coordinator. You see? So that's the genesis. But then it was Ogbuefi that brought Madam Oyibo into the struggle. Madam Oyibo had a target and a goal. Her goal was to penetrate IPOB and take charge of our finances, which she succeeded in doing. When these people entered IPOB, and I saw how Madam Oyibo and Ogbuefi were operating, I then called Kanunta Kanu because there was a rule there that we can only speak to our northern rep, our national coordinator, which was Ovidio Benedem. And then, of course, the next person I knew then was Okoro, Dr. Okoro. So those are the only people we could complain to. But of course, those people are all the same in the same gang. They were the cabals. So I used to call this foolish man, Kanunta Kanu. I thought he was wise. I used to tell him to give our Onyendu some information that these people they brought in, their attitude, their approach to things are not right. They were not right. They were gangster in nature. You understand? I did not like how Madam Oyibo was operating. She had leverage. She had power. She penetrated every facet, every aspect of IPOB in Maryland and in the whole of America. She made herself. I mean, it got to a point. Onyendu pointed her to be collecting all the funds meant for ESN in the whole world, and asked Madam Bridget and I think Nnennaya Anya to be in charge of Europe, while Madam Bridget and Oyibo be in charge of the funds in the USA. Okay, these people are all criminals. I can't hear you. I can't hear you one name. I can't hear you.
Mazi, I'm not talking to you. Continue, I'm not talking to you. Continue, I'm not talking to you.
So these people are criminals. Okay? So Madam Oyibo penetrated us, took charge of our finance. Before you know it, colluding with Dr. Nelly Ofuemu, with this woman, Caroline Uchenna Okorafor, with Naya Brown, or alias Adamauka Brown. These people were the people that sold Onyendu. These people are the people that sold Onyendu. You remember Simon Ekman that we are suffering from today was brought in by this Naya Brown or Adama Uka Brown. Okay, she brought this guy. She propped this foolish goat from Finland. She propped him to the extent that he could interview Onyendu. Soon as he was done interviewing Onyendu, he broke off. He became wild. He became uncontrolled. And Biafrans flocked to him. You see, they made Simon Ekpa relevant. He wasn't relevant. He wasn't relevant. He still remained non-entity anyway. So, but he's a distraction to our movement. So all these people, if you put them together, and let me tell you something. Nnennaya Anya is from. Let me remember where she's from.
From Ihechiowa.
Nnennaya is from Umuchiowa.
No,
Charles Okorafor is from Arochukwu. And then this other name,
under Arochukwu local government. And
Nnennaya Brown is from, where is it that her place from? I think they're all from Umuchiowa and this Arochukwu. Okay, so that is a clique already. That's a cabal already, and they are operating. They are operating in liaison group. So Biafrans, stop giving your money, especially those in the United States. Do not send your dollar, 1 single cent, to these people, to liaison office. Liaison group is dead for now. Liaison group is considered dead. They are doing the same thing Madam Oyibo is doing to us today. They are starving ESN. We don't see the funds. We don't see the money they raise. Nobody sees them. Only between Lady Chinyere Onwuyi and Kanunta Kanu and Nnennaya Anya, and of course this woman Chinwe Edi Nwachukwu, and of course we know the connection between Edi Nwachukwu, Chinwe Edi Nwachukwu, and Kanunta Kanu. They know what they are doing, but whatever they do is their business. IPOB matters, and fundraising and money should never go to their hands again. And henceforth, I consider and with the rest worldwide members of IPOB worldwide, we are declaring that the liaison group is as good as dead. Lady Chinyere should leave that matter and forget anything liaison group. She does not know. Where is her stewardship? Let her give an account of how much she has raised so far. You see, so enough of this garbage, enough of this gangsterism going across USA, enough of these people playing with the money of IPOB worldwide. We contribute money every month, hoping to enact a lasting change and bring about the restoration of our country. And these people are playing with tens of millions of people's lives and destiny. They have no conscience. They have no conscience at all. They have sold their soul and conscience to the devil. These people they are not worth mentioning their names.
That is true. That is true. So, great Biafrans, at least we have gotten some information, some vital information, and I've played the video to its 1 hour. So another day, I don't know which day, but another day I will continue it. I will complete the information to analyze the contents of this particular video. Thereafter, I may even begin to cut it segment by segment for quicker access to the content of the video. So now we know how the whole thing began and how Simon Ekpa began. That Simon Ekpa's relevance in IPOB is just based on arrangements, and it is arrangement of the cabal in IPOB. So it is a pre-planned program. Those in IPOB planning it and projecting Simon Ekpa without Nnamdi Kanu realizing their motives until he endorsed that Simon Ekpa should interview him. After that public interview, Simon Ekpa become automatically very relevant by Nnamdi Kanu, making him to be so. And his propagandas, his fraudulence begin very tremendously, and he got support from the well-respected IPOB members who keep on to deceive people to believe that Simon Ekpa is real, while Simon Ekpa in the real sense is their own agent, a co-fraudster with these people, and all these people have been working together, collaborating to be scamming Biafrans, and a lot of us believe them to be real. That is exactly what had happened. We will not lie that we never, that a lot of us never believed them to be real. Apart from few members who have these secret informations that never believed them initially. So, like many people do not have access to this kind of information. Like myself, this is my first time of having this kind of information, but by the grace of God, it is as a result of my own IQ that I begin to design that Simon Ekpa is not actually real the way he seems to appear. That is the reason, that is the time I began to dissociate myself from him. And even because formerly I used to try to protect him, believing he had been real. But when I discover the real personality of Simon Ekpa, I began to police him, and that is what emanated my quarrel with him, because he wants everybody to give him free hands to keep operating, to destroy the Biafra struggle, and to collaborate with the aforementioned to hijack the IPOB leadership and the Biafra struggle, to completely sabotage it, merchandise it, and hand it over to Nigerian government for absolute rubbishing of the Biafra struggle. But God is in heaven, and God is our strength. So finally, they have failed, and they will continue to fail. They are falling from one stage to another, and the Biafra struggle must progress. IPOB must progress. Then the only people I still demand answer from are the members of the DOS led by Mazi Chika Edozem. For them to be doing the needful, why should they be keeping silence when things are going wrong like this? Why do they not report so quickly to Biafrans, and most especially to we, the media warriors? So we bring it to the social media and begin to pieces everything, so that we'll begin to uproot these people on time, and not allowing them to gain taproot before we begin to curb their atrocities. So we must learn to engage in the activities of proactiveness, just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not waste time to curtail the corrupt people in IPOB whenever he discovers it, unless he has not discovered it. So we should also be doing the same. And I have been in the business of doing the same thing, even though I'm not that a high class leader in IPOB, but I have been doing my best. Everybody knows. So it is very, very important that all of us, the IPOB members and Biafrans in general, should always learn to support the right things and stand against the evil and the perpetrators of evil, because that is the only way forward. The external enemies are our secondary. They are our secondary problems. The primal and the most dangerous problems are the internal enemies, the insiders among us, the bad eggs among us, and we will not continue to keep silence over them. May God bless you for listening. So I will just end the program, and to start it another day. I remain your serviceable and faithful servant, Evangelist Inyima Kalo. Bye for now.